Man, Doom Eternal's coming out this year. You know what? I think I'm in the mood to play some Doom.
No, that's not the right one. It's a good game though. No, that's not it. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. That's not it. No. Come on. No, hey, that's a good game. Just beat that game. Classic. Where is it? Oh, son of a bitch. Everybody needs to play that game. Man. Oh, there it is.
Let's do this.
And who would ever guess that playthrough would change the way that I looked at Doom 3 forever? Lots of people look at Doom 3 as a normal first-person shooter. This includes myself. As I started my playthrough of the game, my outlook was like this. Here's Doom 3, a technological marvel when it was released by id Software in August 2004. But this was not my first playthrough, so I was very familiar with the game. A few hours into it, I started noticing things. Small things. The low amount of ammo, telling the backstory through tidbits using the PDA. This was different for the Doom series. There was not much of a story in the first two games. But since storytelling has evolved since the release of those original games, I accepted it and continued on. The gameplay has been slowed down, and the horror and jump scares have been doubled up on. It all seemed out of place for a Doom game, but it started reminding me of something else, another series perhaps. Then it hit me. Resident Evil. Much like the earlier Resident Evil games, Doom 3 had a more claustrophobic feel to it, and the jump scares are just like the earlier entries of the Resident Evil series. The more I played, the more similarities started to appear. The PDA storytelling is a lot like the way you find files and papers lying around in the Resident Evil series. Both would reveal small things about the events leading up to your presence in the game, just enough to keep most of the story vague and fill you in on small parts of the overall story. Even though Doom has a first-person style gameplay, it's not that much different than the earlier Resident Evils. The quote-unquote action of both games started off with simple fights, and eventually progressed to more difficult enemies. But as they progressed, the battles and the enemies got tougher. With limited ammo at points in the game, sometimes you would have to pick and choose your battles. Each game's added different enemy types the further you made it into the game. Weapon loadouts would change to help you defeat these newer enemies, and the boss battles that will make appearance from time to time in both games. The jump scares and the horrors in Doom 3 were very different than the first two games. The demon closets and the appearance of enemies when you open the door is a lot like the Resident Evil games. Well, the first three Resident Evil games. The bird attacks, sudden appearances of the nemesis, and the zombie dogs are just like how Doom implemented its jump scares. The gore is nothing new to the Resident Evil series or the Doom series, but just like Resident Evil 2, Doom increased the gore factor in the previous games. Both games, Doom 3 and Resident Evil 2, are the goriest games in the series. Do we even have to mention that all the bad things in each series are linked to an evil corporation? UNA, the Union Aerospace Corporation, and Umbrella are just alike. At doing advanced weapons research and biological research, they have released a plague on each series. After I completed my playthrough, I was fully convinced that Doom 3 had more in common with the Resident Evil series than it did with its predecessors. Doom 3 is not a first-person shooter, but a hardcore survival horror game in the vein of the Resident Evil series. As much as I like that style, many fans complained about the drastic change to the Doom formula. 12 years later, Doom 2016 as it's called, brought back the fast action gameplay of the original games in the series. And now with the release of Doom Eternal creeping up upon us, they continue that trend of fast action gameplay from the 2016 release. In January 2017, Capcom released Resident Evil 7. Diverging from the more action-based gameplay of 4, 5, and 6, Resident Evil 7 is more in line with Doom 3. This is the closest that I think that we will ever get to another game like Doom 3.
Finally, it's over with. Man, I love Doom 3. It's probably my favorite Doom game. I just like everything about it. I've played it on PC, I've played it on the original Xbox, I've played it on Xbox 360. It's just, I love the game, I love the series. I can't wait for Doom Eternal. Let me know what you think about the video down in the comments. Either something good, something bad. You know what? Let's get a conversation started about this game. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, turn notifications on, and check out the Discord. Link is going to be in the description. And this is Ice Pirate, signing off. Man,
I'll let you end whatever way you want to, Dan.
I can't get nothing right today.